Hi all, and welcome back. Today I'm breaking down where winds meet, how it plays, how it works, and what actually matters once you start. No filler. Here we go. The easiest way to explain this game is this. It's an open-world martial arts RPG built around Wuxia movement, real-time combat, and a world that keeps opening up the more you explore. You play as a sword master in 10th century China, taking contracts, meeting rival martial arts groups, and getting old into local politics, kind of like how The Witcher mixes personal quests with faction problems. But the trailers don't really explain how the systems fit together, so here's what it actually feels like once you're in. Everything starts with movement. You sprint across water, run up walls, glide between rooftops, and climb almost anything. You'll notice within minutes that movement isn't just travel, it's part of the gameplay. It's fast, it's fluid, and it makes exploring cities, forests, ruins, and temples feel completely different from most open-world RPGs. And then combat hits. You've got swords, spears, dual blades, bows, fans, umbrellas, rope darts, each with its own combos. On top of that, you unlock martial arts and mystic arts, your active abilities. Counters, mobility skills, high damage finishers, pressure point stuns, telekinetic pulls, animal-style jumps, it all stacks quickly. And here's the thing most players don't expect. Combat isn't just reaction-based. It's about chaining your weapon moves with the techniques you've unlocked. When to break posture, when to dodge, when to swap weapons, and when to trigger your big abilities. Progression ties everything together. You learn martial arts by exploring, finding manuals, or training under masters. And instead of leveling through XP, you raise your cap through breakthrough checks. Sometimes it's a fight, sometimes it's a requirement, and sometimes there's a time gate before the next tier opens.
And this matters because if you skip manuals early, that first breakthrough wall arrives faster than you'd think. So what's the actual gameplay loop? You move into a new region, pick up manuals, materials, and side stories just by running into things, unlock new abilities, upgrade your gear, clear your breakthrough, and then the story pushes you into a tougher zone. Explore, unlock techniques, upgrade gear, breakthrough, next region. Co-op just speeds things up, nothing requires it. The open world fits right into that loop. There are more than 20 regions, and almost everything wants your attention. One moment you're climbing a watchtower for a manual, the next you're stopping a bandit raid, following a cat into a hidden puzzle, or gliding straight into a world boss you weren't planning to fight. NPCs move around, open shops, close them, wander off. Towns actually feel alive. Most of the side content isn't something you pick from a menu, you just bump into it. Hidden tombs tied to environmental puzzles, rare animals that teach you techniques, travelers triggering small stories. You might escort someone, settle a clan argument, or help a doctor treat injured villagers. Exploration naturally turns into quests without you trying. The main story sits on top of all that. It mixes real history from the 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms period with classic Wuxia setups. Rival masters, political groups, martial arts sects, all reacting to your decisions. And even though everything happens in a shared world, the full story plays completely fine solo. That online layer stays optional. And just to be clear, this is not an MMO. It plays like a single-player RPG that just happens to let you bring up to 3 players when you want help. You can run dungeons, join guilds, or try small-scale PvP. PC and PS5 share servers, and your progress carries across both.
So, how are players reacting so far? People really like the world scale, the wuxia movement, and the amount of content. Combat clicks once you understand the timing. The main issues are performance dips on mid-range PCs, a crowded UI early on, and a noticeable amount of grinding for late-game systems. Co-op is stable, but the online-only requirement comes up a lot. And personally, I definitely felt overwhelmed at the start. Visually, it goes all in on classic wuxia. long draw distances, dynamic weather, detailed architecture, and combat animations created with the help of a Hong Kong martial arts choreographer. The world itself looks beautiful, especially during sunsets or storms. The game is free to play with cosmetic-only monetization, so no pay-to-win stuff. And you actually get a lot of cosmetics at launch, too. The only thing to note is the PC requirements. They're on the high side, with 32 gigabytes of RAM and a strong GPU recommended. So, if you want an open-world martial arts RPG with Wuxia movement, timing-based combat, flexible progression, and a world that works for both solo and co-op play, Where Winds Meet delivers exactly that. That was it. If you like videos that don't waste your time, please consider liking and subscribing.